Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone. Miss Alina here from your ITM Melaka. Okay, in this video, I will share with you MFRS 15, Revenue from Contract with Customers. I would like to show to you here that I bought this standard at that time from MASB office. The standard is only one single book. It is not yet being compiled like in volume 1 because I bought this volume 1 compilation in 2015, and then just immediately before that MASB adopt MFRS 15. Okay, this is the standard. Okay, let's go through from the original standard that you can download from MASB website. Okay, so this is the standard that you can download from MASB website. Okay, this is MFRS 15, Revenue from Contract with Customers. Okay, in September 2014, the Malaysian Accounting Standard Board, MASB, issued MFRS 15, Revenue from Contract with Customers. The standard is applicable for annual periods beginning on or after 1st January 2018. MFRS 15 is equivalent to IFRS 15, Revenue from Contract with Customers, as issued and amended by the IASB. Okay, I would like to show you this is IFRS 15. You can get this IFRS 15 online as well. You can Google, okay? Okay, this is IFRS 15, Revenue from Contract with Customers. Okay, this is the soft copy of a PDF file of IFRS 15 that you can get online. Okay, what I would like to share with you in this IFRS 15, in the soft copy, mention about the introduction of this IFRS 15. Okay, can you see here in this introduction number 4? Okay, the reason why IFRS issue IFRS 15. Okay, because revenue is an important number to users of financial statements in assessing an entity's financial performance and position. Okay, however, previous revenue recognition requirement in IFRS differed from those in US GAAP, and both sets of requirements were in need of improvements. Okay, so as you can see here, okay, previously IFRS standard on revenue, there are a few, namely IAS 18 and IAS 11. Okay, could be difficult to apply to complex transaction. Okay, in contrast, USGAP comprise broad revenue recognition concepts together with numerous revenue requirements for particular industries or transactions, which sometimes resulted in different accounting for economically similar transactions. Okay, what is very important about this MFRS 15 because what happened, IASB and US National Standard Setter FASB initiated a joint project to clarify the principles for recognizing revenue and to develop a common revenue standards for IFRS and US GAAP that would A, remove inconsistencies and weaknesses in previous revenue requirements, B, provide a more robust framework for addressing revenue issues, C, improve comparability of revenue recognition practices across entities, industries, jurisdictions, and capital markets, D, provide more useful information to users of financial statements through improved disclosure requirements, and E, to simplify the preparation of financial statements by reducing the number of requirements to which an entity must refer. So it is quite interesting to note that this IFRS 15 is a joint project between IASB and USGAAP. Therefore, Malaysia after that adopt this IFRS 15, okay, to be MFRS 15. Okay, as you can see in this MFRS 15, okay, in Malaysia, in September 2014, the Malaysian Accounting Standard Board issued MFRS 15. The standard is applicable for annual periods beginning on or after 1st January 2018. MFRS 15 is equivalent to IFRS 15. Okay, so I would like to share with you, this is actually some information related with MFRS 15. Okay, MFRS 15 supersedes or replace the following MASB approved accounting standard and IC interpretation. Okay, namely number one, MFRS 111 construction contract. Okay, I taught this standard before in FAR 430. Okay, and then number two, MFRS 118 revenue. Okay, this standard also being discussed uh, among students in our syllabus in FAR 250 diploma level. Okay, and different IC. As you can see here, we have IC interpretation 13, 15, 18, 131. Okay, so let's take a look at the standard. Okay, so as I always mention to the student, please always refer to the table of content. You can see here table of content in capital letter is the important point discussed in the standard. Okay, so here this standard also contain of appendices. Always read defined terms. A here, application guidance for you to refer, okay, in different situation. Okay, what is the objective of this standard? So it is to establish the principles that an entity shall apply to report useful information to users of financial statements about the nature, amount, timing, and uncertainty of revenue and cash flows arising from a contract with customers. Okay, then you can take a look at Appendix A. Okay, here is all the standard. Okay, this is Appendix A, the definition terms. Okay, so first thing I would like to highlight here is actually the definition of revenue. Okay, so revenue is an income arising in the course of an entity's ordinary activities. This is the main course of business. Okay, then we call the term as revenue. Okay, and then customer is a party that has contracted with an entity to obtain goods or services that are an output of the entity's ordinary activities in exchange for consideration. Okay, so you can read the rest of the definition. Okay, as well, like we have here, performance obligation is a promise in a contract with a customer to transfer to the customer either a good or service or a bundle of goods or services that is distinct or a series of distinct goods or services that are substantially the same and that have the same pattern of transfer to the customer. Okay, then let's take a look at the important point in this standard. Okay, so let's start with recognition here. Okay, definitely you can read this scope later. Okay, recognition. So it is important that the company identify the contract. Okay, an entity shall, as in paragraph 19, paragraph 9, entity shall account for a contract with a customer that is within the scope of this standard only when all of the following criteria are met. So we have here 5 criteria. Okay, the first one, the parties to the contract have approved the contract. Okay, so the keyword here is approve the contract, either in writing, orally, or in accordance with other customary business practices and are committed to perform their respective obligations. Number two, the entity can identify each party's rights regarding the goods or services to be transferred. Okay, we are talking about rights here. Number 3, the entity can identify the payment terms. So it is important, the payment terms. Okay. Number 4, the contract has commercial substance. That is the risk, timing, or amount of the entity's future cash flows is expected to change as a result of the contract. And finally, number 5, it is probable that the entity will collect the consideration to which it will be entitled in exchange for the goods or services that will be transferred to the customer. Okay, in evaluating whether collectability of an amount of consideration is probable, an entity shall consider only the customer's ability and intention to pay that amount of consideration when it is due. The amount of consideration to which the entity will be entitled may be less than the price stated in the contract if the consideration is variable, because the entity may offer the customer a price concession. Okay, so I hope you can read the rest of the standard. Then we will continue in the next video. Thank you.